Days turned into weeks, weeks into the first month into the first third of the trek. The dull ache of traveling with your belongings on your back radiated through your legs. The days of slim eating, the sleepless nights filled with haunting sounds and a darkness your sight could never penetrate was starting to wear not just on you, but on everyone. Especially when the mind bears the knowledge that you could be staring into said darkness and you would never know if it was staring back. It also became very clear that indeed 4 women had fallen pregnant, one of them being Wuch's mate. Rations have waned significantly, with magic berries only going so far within the herd. The first hunt of the season had failed, but the most recent hunt was successful, if you could call it that. Fortunate? The Zeek that were caught was half of the flock, which was a boon of food, but the reason why the bounty was so full soon became apparent. The Zeek were sick, and whoever had eaten their meat had fallen ill. The already slowed pace of the herd had now become a full stop as the sick needed to heal, and those who have died during the hunt can be sent off to the other side. Maybe it was another bane, or possibly a boon, that the elders had noticed that the other herds that usually travel through the desert to go north are now going around it, joining other herbivorous creatures and making mega herds. It was a strange and yet beautiful sight to behold. Around the herd, there was a buzz of setting traps up, not only to try to protect the sick from possible predators, but also to try and catch wandering herbivores or one of their predators. It would be foolish to think a herd of this side wasn't being followed, which of course brought on its own problems. After much deliberation, there was deemed not enough shrubbery to make a protective barrier with the local trees. The safety that the herd is now relying on is the light from the fires at night and their own diligence. Luckily enough, there is a fresh water well only 2 days away, so a 4 days journey to retrieve it. It may not be the planned stop that the herd wanted, but it is one that they will now have to adapt to. The time was spent to build up a medical tent for the sick, separate from the tent that the pregnant women are staying in. On the edge of the camp, there is a storage place for fruits and grains, as well as a station where slaughter can occur, as well as drying meat. What is everyone doing on this day? Could you hear that?
Yes. Loud and clear.
Yes.
So what is everyone doing?
all-
I have no idea how to turn it down. And I wish I could.
To fade it out.
Yeah.
Suddenly music, suddenly nothing.
I think my character Q-Jack she's gonna go around and make sure the pregnant women are comfortable and they got sufficient water.
So as you go around and kind of tally, give me 1 second. I just realized I needed to mark this down. To keep a tally on everybody, there are 10 people who are sick, but they are the ones who have been well fed and well watered. So a little bit behind the curtain for the starving mechanic. And I'm going to keep track of this. Every person gets 5 ticks. 1 day of no food is -1 tick. 1 day without water is -2 ticks. And it's 1 person to survive is 1 gallon and 1 pound of food per day. And the rations that you have are going to pretty much last 2 weeks, if you're lucky.
Question, we're still going along the water's edge, right? Or we're along
the riverbank.
the river, yeah.
No,
Thank
you guys have long passed that.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, but you do know
I
that
have-
there is a well. Child
have-
with 4 legs.
I have create and destroy water. Water is not an issue. A 30-foot cube of water is an insane amount of water.
Okay, then we're
Yeah. And I have good berry, which technically means like we can really extend the rations with good berries. Like, yeah, there's things about that, but it's like, you gave me create water and good berry. Technically, that could keep like 7 people alive indefinitely.
Yeah, which is
Actually,
great.
more than that, because I think good berry makes 10 berries when I cast it.
Oh damn.
Yeah, let me check good berry again. Up to 10 berries appear in my hand when I do it, because I can choose how many, because they only last 24 hours, so it's like one of those
they're
things.
gonna
It's
go
like, if you're only a party of 3, why do you need 10 berries? It's such a waste, dude.
It's like, because the berries can be preserved. You didn't say what kind of berry. It could be a berry
No,
that's-
they lose their. Well, I mean, I guess you could still eat them after 24 hours, but
They
the
just
magical
don't taste
properties
good.
of them wear
Are
away
gone.
after 24 hours. Yeah. At that point, they're just a snack.
Yeah, I do.
But I mean,
I-
yeah, you could, in theory, just make a bunch of good berries and then dry them into raisins, and then you have trail food for however the fuck long you really want. Like, I'm sorry, you made me a druid and you gave me create, destroy water, and good berry. I am literally the lifeline. I can
Yeah,
keep
I know.
everyone
It's
in
so
the.
great.
Everybody wants to be your friend.
That's kind of why you're in charge.
Yeah, and you gave me an herbalism kit, which means it's like, I don't know, I could technically be making medicine.
Yeah, like I mean, I didn't want you guys to die.
Yeah.
You guys are equipped. Like, you've been
But,
living here your entire lives. Why
But yeah, the
wouldn't
thing
you?
is that there was a time jump there, because it's like I would have been finding and making medicine for the sick, if not to cure them, to at least alleviate the pain, in the sense of make sure they're not shitting and vomiting constantly.
Yeah, so there is a hammock inside the medical tent. I actually mapped the inside of that out. Give me 1 second.
That's a big tent in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
if we've been getting sick and we don't have like readily available water and rations are going down, my literal day in and day out is find and make medicine, fill up any kind of container we have with fresh water all the time, and make good berries and dry good berries, and collect dried good berries into a trail mix sort of thing for extra rations in the future. They won't be very nutritious, but they will keep us alive once we run out of everything else.
Yeah, and that's the important
yeah,
thing.
that's smart.
Like that would be my day in and day out right now. He would be doing nothing else. Like, he's not commanding, he's not telling people. He's like, I'm not the village leader, but I am the village druid, so I'm going to do my job.
So yeah, that's the inside of the medical tent. You've got kind of like a cabinet in the back where you can like keep particular medicines and herbs, and like a mortar and pestle if you need it.
In a jar of dried berries for some reason.
we
Yeah.
can't have a wagon, but we can have a cabinet.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
You guys had to have time. Yes, you know what? Cabinetry is so important. Don't even play.
We can have a cabinet, but not a wagon.
Yep.
It's one of those trunks that opens up into like that little like tackle box situation.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a foldable.
It's
like,
a tackle box.
It's just a giant tackle box.
Oversized.
Just
Extra
a giant
large.
tackle box in the back of a car.
We
That's
don't
great.
have a car yet.
Should I put my headphones on?
We're still trying to make a sled.
Is it up to you?
Give us some
Can I
time.
borrow them?
No, I'm just trying to.
Got like a Winchester situation set up.
But yeah, I can roll for herbalism to see how well I do on making today's round of medications so that people don't shit and shit themselves all day.
Yeah,
I
no,
also have
absolutely. Go
proficiency
for
in
it.
making medicine as well.
You said that you are
Not right
good at
now.
making medicine as well?
I'm saying I have proficiency
Yes,
in
please.
if we think that'd be necessary at the moment.
Well, you guys can, if you want, make a plan. Like if you wanted to go out and try and find herbs, for him, like either way, like if you're helping him, then he's going to end up rolling with advantage. But how you are helping him is going to dictate what happens next, essentially.
Would you rather I help you make medicine or go find herbs?
If you go find herbs, I can get everything set up while you're gone to save time.
Okay.
Yeah, that just makes sense.
Okay. And you certainly don't want to go alone. So who are you going to find to go with you?
I'll just ask around, see whoever wants to come, I guess.
I do have ritual casting.
If you guys want to put yourselves on the map.
Let me remember how to do that.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh,
You
so
should be able-
everybody's gonna be in the medicine tent then?
The sick people are in the medicine tent. The pregnant people are in the maternity tent, which is the one that's got the 2 rugs in the front of it.
I see the medicine tent on my screen.
Yeah, we still
Did
only
I
have
forget to move
Okay.
you guys? I forgot to move you guys. There you go. Now we are literally on the same page.
But
Oh yeah, I can also ritual cast create
which-
water and Goodberry.
which one was the maternity tent?
big one in the middle.
No, this one over
Oh.
here is the maternity tent. This one is the
Okay.
sick tent.
Well, I'm over there making sure the pregnant women are comfortable and with water and any food they might need.
Throw myself in the fire. No.
Don't do that.
Life was too hard for her in the open range with dinosaurs, so she decided to end her
Yeah,
life
like
by
that.
fire.
I'm attempting.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Like that.
So
Decided
I see we
to
have an
leave
animal
herself.
hide here. Do we have preserved meat with this animal hide?
Sorry, click on your name, not on
yeah,
the
we
token
do.
itself. Yes, just
You
like
say
that.
yes, we do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
So
the best thing to have if someone was to go out to go find herbs and stuff? Just medicine, or would you need?
nature, survival, maybe history, depending on the
Yeah, no, I'm staying in camp. I got one on all of them. I'm not helping you because I will bring back poison.
Oh, I had
But you
If
are
I'm
one of
right about
the
this-
the leaders of the.
Exactly.
this is
if
gonna
I'm
be
reading
great.
this correctly, I have medicine wisdom, I think.
I have
Is that
medicine and survival.
We've got animal
your
handling,
survival at?
medicine, and religion and survival.
my survival is a 1, so I'll probably unsurvive, but I can find some medicine.
Oh, I've got zeros down the board.
Yeah,
I am the
like,
basic
how's your
model.
I
history?
mean, come on, we're human.
History is also 1.
And I
My
mean, you know,
perception is good, so I'll see the plants.
Nice.
I'll see the plants.
You just can't trust which ones I'm gonna grab.
Realized I have negatives.
Negatives.
Why?
I am not very intimidating. I could not deceive people at all either.
That's okay.
I don't know if deception is going to be very useful out here in the field.
Yeah.
I mean, intimidation might be, but
Yeah.
not from me.
I perceive almost nothing.
Looks like a forest to me.
The sun might be shining today. It's
It looks like a forest to me as he looks straight at a wall.
You know, something happened like that in our first session with Halfwit's character. He threw with the divination or whatnot.
That's hilarious.
Hugh Jack. The names of the 4 pregnant women are Jency, Ibesh, Ket, and Valine. Valine is the one that is mate to Wooch. And
Oh, I should probably write that down.
I should
Whoops.
probably know who my wife is.
yeah, that's the one you need to remember. I don't know why that
Is that my wife?
tickles me.
No, is that my wife?
And as you are, doing your rounds and taking care of the women, Valine beckons you over. You know that for the past couple of days, she had been working on a seashell necklace for Wooch, and it looks like she has finally finished it. But, with the sickness not too far away, but far enough that, they're not going to catch anything. It's just safer if, you would run it to run the stuff in and out of the tent rather than them do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a system of chores that you've been used to. Like the wives generally will send out letters to their loved ones. It's almost kind of like a strange isolation for them as well. So Valine beckons you over, and she holds up this very expertly braided seashell necklace. Could you please deliver this to Wooch for me?
Oh, Valine, this is such a beautiful necklace. I will absolutely take this to him.
Oh, thank you so much. You've been such a blessing here.
Oh, my pleasure. And I make sure that all the pregnant women are okay before I head out to deliver the necklace. So I'm gonna head over to the main tent to deliver the necklace. Whoosh, I have a delivery from your wife. She has made you this beautiful shell necklace.
Oh, it is very, very pleasing, very beautiful. She has always been good with making jewelry. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And is there anything you want me to tell your wife or to take back to her?
I'm getting ready to go look for herbs and possibly forage. So that's the plan. Would you like to join?
Sure. Let me just make sure the women are all set before I head out of camp. And I trot back to the tent with the pregnant women to just let them know that I will be heading out to forage for herbs.
Okay. And, they wish you well, and they hope that, you're successful on finding everything, and to make sure to one of the wives, Ket, says to try and find her partner to take with you on the hunt.
Okay.
And her partner's name is
His name is James.
okay, James. Got it.
I will go and look for James and ask if he would like to come with.
And of course, he is all for helping forage or hunt or protect whatever party is going to go out, and especially if it's to assist in the sick and keeping the pregnant healthy.
I also let Valine know that her partner really liked the necklace.
And she's glowing.
Okay, so I just let them know I'm heading out, and I go back to Whoosh.
And James is tagging along with you. So that is 3 for this little expedition. What are you doing, Katinki?
I'm thinking we could try to find small creatures, probably put some traps.
Absolutely. Would you be working in the slaughterhouse? I'm just going to call it the slaughter tent. That's what it was in my head when I made it. I was like, and this is the slaughter tent for meat.
What's the little building next to it?
That's where fruits and grains and other things.
Oh, that's where they dry out. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to try to find a little group so we can to at least set up a couple of traps or see if there's anything that we can catch as we're putting traps.
And the slaughter tent is probably where you'll find my character tinkering with the traps.
I'll go ahead and go to the tent
Of slaughter.
The tent of slaughter. Inside the tent, there are like wooden meat hooks set up. It's very, very rudimentary, but functional. There's 2 long tables on either side of the tent where the disassembly of animals happen. In the back of the tent, there's the vats where fat is collected, as well as an acidic mixture that helps through the tanning process. So leathers and leather armors can be made. Rex's character is in there meandering around with some of the hardware, tinkering with traps on one of the tables.
Mota, would you like to go out and see if we can use some of these traps and find small animals, anything that we can to allow us more rations, meats, anything we can probably find? I'm sorry?
I said more diverse gang. Yeah, I'll tag along.
I was thinking we can probably get another person to come along, be another set of eyes.
Another set of eyes never hurts. You know, got anybody in mind?
Mota, I think we can go and find Ovoko and ask if she would like to tag along.
Agreed. Let's go.
So Ovoko's here by the fruits and such. All right. Ovoko.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, wow.
You didn't know she was so magical. All at once, you hear her voice 1,000-fold over as she answers you.
Hello. What can I do for you?
How would you like to be an extra set of eyes and assist us with setting traps and finding small game, basically?
Be glad to be of help.
We're going to go ahead and grab all the equipment we need before we head out and see that everyone is set.
Okay, lead the way.
It's going to be me, Provoko, and Mota. Who else is still in camp? No, Whoosh went out
With Q-Jack.
with Q-Jack.
They're still in the camp.
Okay, because we don't want to leave. Well, Maka's still here and Jisk is still here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and check in with Maka. Where is Maka?
Mako was last seen in the medicine tent.
If you don't want to swap it over, I'd say if you look into the medicine tent, you're gonna see Maka preparing the herbalism kit, cleaning it, getting everything ready, setting out what herbs he has, and probably a couple jars next to him because he's probably gonna ritual cast some create water to make sure we don't run out of water. In other words, he's doing his thing. He's a little occupied.
I suppose I should have asked if there was any particular herbs that we needed to look for.
Yeah, anything and everything helps.
I approach Maka. Maka, we're getting a little group together and we're gonna head out to set up traps, find any small animals. Just want to let you know I will be taking Mota and Ovoko with me.
Sounds good. Good luck out there.
Thank you and good luck in here. The 3 of us are going to go ahead and head out with all the equipment necessary.
Okay, so we have Mota, Sanji, and Avoko going out to hunt for meat and such, and setting traps, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then we have Q-Jack, Wooch, and James going out for essentially anything else. Herbs, fruits, nuts, vegetables if you come across them,
Right.
that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go to Q-Jack, Wooch, and James. You guys, what direction do you want to head out to? North, south, east, or west? You kind of know that south isn't really going to provide you anything. To the east, you've got, if you go too far east, you're going to start heading into the desert where sand is going to start intermingling with your toes. West is probably your best bet, as well as north.
Can we see some kind of forest to the west or the north?
Not really. It's all kind of grassland, and it's very dry. Like it's grassland that's right next to a desert.
Okay. I think west, since it's going away
Yeah.
from the desert, we might get better chances of more variety of plants and stuff that way.
Yeah, I don't think the group would be happy exactly if we came back with just straight cactus.
You never know. Like cactus juice is great.
Unless it's
It's
a
the
psychedelic
quenchiest.
kind.
It's the
Even better.
I mean, yeah. You
How
could
did people?
distill it,
That's true. All
make a
right.
liquor of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Aka's cactus juice.
It's the quenchiest.
Yep.
So sounds like West is the best chances of finding something.
So as you venture out west, you notice that you are getting closer to the herds. They have traveled almost alongside you, but at a very careful distance because they don't want to have any, like, they know that you eat them, but they also know that you aren't something to immediately run from. So, you do see the different, like, mixed mega herd off in the distance. The plants, it's almost, well, it is winter, so here it's starting to turn into the dry season. Go ahead. Who would like to roll the survival check to see what herbs are being used? I'm going to assume it's always going to be at advantage just because you guys are helping each other. So I'll let you choose who gets to roll the nature check, right? Did I say nature check?
You said
You said
survival.
survival.
Well, you can choose either survival or nature.
Considering the age that my character is, I think Whoosh should be the one to roll since he technically would have more experience in this area of traversing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, that's not necessarily true because, like, Wooch is built for fighting, I believe.
I am built for fighting.
Oh, he's good at surviving then.
Wooch got a 16, so he's surviving.
Yeah, fine, survivor.
I got a 16 there.
Okay, so you were able to find some chicory, and I do believe chicory is used for, we'll just say it's a painkiller. So you were able to find some dried up chicory plant because, it is that season where the plants are just starting to die. So you would be able to either use the partially dried plant or harvest the seeds. It's up to you.
Apparently, it's also a coffee substitute.
I was gonna say I just looked it up. Has a mild
Yep.
laxative effect and decreases swelling.
Oh, decreases swelling. Yeah, so it's an anti-inflammatory. Okay, I
Liver,
wasn't
heart,
wrong.
constipation,
for being-
indigestion. You're good.
Yep.
Used as a sweetener and a source of fiber.
As you guys are traveling, like it's about mid-noon, you do come across these plants. Obviously there's not going to be any like fruits, and what roots there aren't worth eating or harvesting, but there, like you just found, there are some plants that are starting to dry up that are useful. The farther west you travel, the higher the grasses are, and you notice that there are some wheat plants.
Ooh. Are they ready to harvest?
Roll a nature check for me and do it at advantage because you are getting help.
17 it is.
Yeah, you are definitely able to harvest the wheat. Would you like to take the time to harvest?
What do you think?
I think anything we can gather will help the tribe.
Okay. Then yeah, I say we can take the time to harvest this the wheat.
So as you are taking the time to harvest the wheat, you notice around you there is rustling. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Both of us?
Yep.
I'm too focused on harvesting the wheat.
I'm trying to remember how to hit the button, so. Oh, there it is. Oh, we're screwed.
So this noise gets a little closer, a little louder.
Does it sound bigger?
It
Did we
does.
roll well enough to do that?
No, you have no idea what's going on, but James seems a little uneasy as you two pick the wheat and you're filling your sacks. He stops and he looks around. Hey, do you guys hear that? And he stops what he's doing.
I stop what I'm doing to listen.
I'll stop.
Go ahead and roll a perception with advantage.
How do you toggle?
Nice.
How do you toggle the advantage versus disadvantage?
At the top of your character sheet.
Yeah, Wooch with that natural 20. Wooch, as you have paused and you are looking around, you, out of all of these people around you right now, are the most experienced hunter. And it's almost like it happens in slow motion. You hear the noise of crunching, and it gets faster. You know something is rushing towards the wheat. And before you can say anything, this blur of scales and black jumps out of the golden wheat, almost like a portal of nothingness, as it clobbers onto James and pulls him back. He doesn't get the chance to scream.
Nice to know you, James. Hardly knew ya.
What do you do?
He doesn't get a scream. Did it grab him by like the head or like the legs?
It kind of bear hugged him from behind. Like whatever this was big enough to probably like roll a perception check. What did you see? You know that it had a mouth big enough to close over James's entire face from behind. So it also has probably a pretty lengthy neck. And you know that it's got arms long enough to grab. And you know that it's quick enough that the wheat barely moves around it when it travels.
So, Q Jack, we're probably not going to catch that. It was big enough to grab him. I feel like we should go back.
Run!
Tell everybody else. It's time to leave.
Okay, yeah, probably want to get out of the taller grass, so definitely.
Oh no.
Let them know that James is gone.
But can you find yourselves out of the tall grass, out of the tall wheat?
That's a great question.
And Wooch, since you've heard it before, you are hearing it again. That
we gotta fucking go.
You know you're being hunted, and you know you're being stalked.
I'm just gonna take off in the opposite direction and try and pull Q-Jack with.
I will keep up with him.
All right. Let's see. Go ahead and do. I want to see if would this be considered like sleight of hand because you're trying to run away, and I'm assuming you're using the tall grass to try and hide yourself as well.
Yeah.
Let's say either that or a stealth check.
Or yeah, I guess we could do stealth check. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Both of us?
Yeah.
No.
Get back to
Oh no!
No.
So much for my character. I trip and fall.
No, you don't trip and fall. You don't care. You really don't care. Yeah, you just want to book it. And
you're getting the hell out of Dodge.
Let's check in with Maka and Jisk. Jisk, what have you been up to? I don't think you've said or done anything yet so far.
Faye is muted at the moment.
Oh, okay. So you are still surrounded by the sick, Maka. What would you like to do?
I mean, like I said, I'm ritual casting to fill up water. I'm ritual casting some good berries for the day. And I'm preparing the herbalism kit properly so that whenever the group that is going for herbs comes back, I can just get straight to work without all the hubbub of having to be like, where's my mortar and pestle? Where's my other bullshit for making medicine? I don't know. I don't know what's needed to make medicine. Like me, the person, the player. I don't actually know.
Yeah, I had to
Bottles,
think
mortar and
about shit on the
pestle.
fly really quick.
I mean, definitely like a mortar and pestle, some kind of drying rack, because some herbs need to be dried before they're used. Some herbs need to be used while they're still fresh. So probably like, I don't know, some kind of drying rack for herbs. Like I said, the mortar and pestle. Probably heating up some water, because I know that some herbs can be made into like a tea, and medical tea is good for stomach problems, which seems to be the problems we're having. So he's just preparing.
Probably has some sort of tallow or something, because if you mix tallow in with certain herbs, it makes a poultice.
That too.
Because of all of the prep work that you're doing, whatever medicine check that you make in the future in this campaign, go ahead and give yourself a +1.
Oh yeah, and cleaning tools. Always clean your things. It's important.
Ooh, Jiska's patrolling. Can Jisk roll me a perception check? Is Faye like completely AFK?
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, there
17.
Jisk gets to see the long grass move in a different way than the wind is blowing, just for a moment.
Just says that's weird. She's gonna keep watching that area.
And you do. And you can tell that whatever is out there is probably staring right back at you, because the grass looks like it's hitting something solid, but it's not tall enough to reach the wisps of the grass. Something is there. Something is watching you.
She's gonna take out her weapon just in case it decides to attack.
Go ahead and roll another perception check for me. In the moment that it takes you to blink and to pull out your weapon, you try and find that area in the long grass, and it's gone. Maybe whatever is there just decided to leave. Maybe your eyes are just getting tired. You don't know. But whatever was there, it's not anymore. What would you like to do now?
She's gonna continue patrolling.
Okay. Are we able to jump to Mota, Sanji, and Avoko?
Yep, I'm here.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you know, like you saw Q Jack, Wooch, and James go off towards the west. And you know that the herds are more northwest. And you know that, to the north you might be able to snag some water, because you know that there's a well up there. You might be able to snag some singular animals that are just going to wander close to the watering hole to get a sip, or you know how to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the world works. There is a watering hole up north. The herds are more towards the northwest. What would you like to do? And how many traps do you guys have?
That is a good question.
How about you and Mota give me rolls on 1d4, or 1d4s, and that's how many traps you guys have each.
Of course, I get a 1.
Well, you were working on that one.
You were working on that
I was
one
working.
trap before I came over and bothered you.
Should I also
Throw a D4?
How about the one
Yeah.
that I have is for medium game and they have small game? My one trap is for something like Gallimimus size or bigger.
Sure, whatever you want to say.
Save my pride a little.
He could, believe himself to be that good of a trap maker. Like, we don't know that if it is that good or not yet. We don't know. We'll find out though. So
yeah, I would go ahead.
No, you go.
So I was just going to say that since the north looks a little more promising and the idea of water, I would suggest going north. Because you said it was north or northwest?
North was the watering hole, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and there's better chance of us catching what's there and then leaving traps for what's to come. And then we can always end up going back for more water.
Right.
To the north.
To the north.
I'd like to say that I'm walking with my short bow in hand, since, we are not sure when anything might pop out of anywhere.
You are our pair of eyes. This does work.
Who is leading the hunting expedition?
who would be best for leading? Is it better like perception and insight type deal?
Sanji is the one that has the most, like, they are the most capable. So I would say Sanji would probably be the one to lead.
I lead.
That's like, all right, we go with that.
So yeah, you guys travel up north, and as I'm trying to find grass. Give me like 3 seconds.
We need to find the grass that you need to touch.
Grass.
Yeah, it's like I'm
We
trying
out
to
here
make
touching
grass for you
grass.
guys to touch. Give me like 3.
Yay!
There's your grassland. Okay, now put your
We're
tokens.
in the
Like,
grassland.
yeah, this is
How tall is this
too.
grass?
Yeah, how
It
tall is
is.
the grass?
It is that tall. Like, that is as tall as that grass really is for reals. It's tall grass.
Like
It's like
hits?
6 foot tall.
Whoa. Okay.
It is
So
taller
I
than
can
you.
look over it in real life.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd be able to look over it just fine.
the brown grass is about 5 foot. The greener grass, which is more shrub like, is about I don't want to say 10 foot, but it does take up 2 squares.
It's 10 foot tall, I guess.
Well, we'll say 6
No,
foot.
please. Shall I put my token down?
Yes, please.
Where would you like
We
me?
came in from the
Oh,
south,
there
right?
we go.
Yeah,
Put
you
it in
guys-
the water.
No,
They're taking a
I'm in the
bath.
water. I'm drowning.
down
Send help.
here. So
drowning.
Les can't swim.
Am I proficient at swimming? It doesn't say it here.
Give me an athletics check.
It's
Yeah.
at 0.
Oh well, you can still roll and pray. See, you survive. Yeah, you
Let's
survive.
go.
Not that bad.
You're
I can
great
swim.
at swimming.
I just get itchy after getting out of the water, you know?
Brooklyn
You're
praying
great
works.
at swimming.
I got leeches stuck to you.
Yeah,
got
there's like that big ass leech in the middle of your back.
Protein.
No.
It's like,
Hey, we could kill it.
Yeah, exactly. Put it over a fire, you got meat.
yeah, it's like right there on your shoulder. We see it, and they're like, hey guys, what's up?
It's like half the size of you.
It's like, do you have a
It's like, do you feel heavy at all? Like an
It's
extra
like,
weight.
No, I feel
just
great. Why?
tired.
Great.
So, yeah, like for as far as hunting is concerned, this is a really great place to hunt because, not only is the grass tall and hides you, it'll also hide your prey, but at the same time, like, you've got
hide
traps.
predators?
It works, though.
You guys have traps, you have a fresh source of water. There's a rocky ledge that you could probably make a decent shelter around if you guys decided to camp and actually try to, hunt and trap here for a day or two.
I would suggest checking, not just going to run towards it, but going towards the water to see what's there in the first place so that we can gauge what kind of traps we got to lay down and in what area.
Why did I just have the scene of one of us just running towards the water and smacking our faces off at the side of a Mac?
Well, I mean,
It's like walk, don't run to the water's edge.
Somebody goes in.
One of them
Cannonball.
just,
It's always
one of
like
us
a
just
foot-
runs and just, ugh. The Mac looks back at us and like, the fuck are you doing?
there are no decent bear trap type or trap looking things in Roll20 that I have access to. I need to make one for you really quick.
And I want us to go in triangle formation so that we got all our sides.
I believe the
I already have
correct
my bow
term
out.
is wedge.
Wait, okay.
Just in case something large comes at us, I just have my bow out.
Are you saying you don't want to end up like the other group currently?
I know what happened. Synopsis. What happened? Someone's dead.
Metagaming.
It was James is dead.
Yeah,
they
James
get back to
just
the
got
camp,
snatched.
Was he wearing a red shirt?
No.
Oh, no.
I mean, it turned red.
I saw the man disappear.
He also
nothing
wasn't wearing brown pants, but he ended up with brown pants.
Yeah, he ended up with brown pants.
Are you telling me there's nothing left of this man?
Nobody went to go check.
Oh,
The rest of the group
They're
is
running for their
currently
lives at the moment.
running.
So
The rest
Yeah,
of the
they're
group
running
just
right
said fuck
now.
this shit and left.
So what you're saying is the boy got snatched. They said, "I'm out," and ran.
Yeah, yeah.
Every man for himself, yo.
It
Oh
turned into
man.
that.
Grabbed head first from behind. I don't think you're living that.
No, it is safe to
Turned into the scene
say.
from the second Jurassic Park movie. Everybody
You
just
got,
cold.
Man
you
got
got fucking
snatched by
destroyed
his
by a
head.
Nargacuga.
Damn.
Man got snatched by his head and disappeared. It's like,
I'm glad
He got
someone left
yoinked by
someone
the
was a Monster Hunter fan here.
Absolutely.
Nargacuga is one of my favorites.
Nargacuga's good.
Okay, I have
I
successfully
have to
made
say,
traps.
I have to say, Nargacuga probably best. Second, with Zenogre being a close second.
I like Diablos.
Ruin and Nergigante is my favorite.
The Nergigante. But yeah, I can imagine them all, both of those getting back and like,
I'm about to close that door.
James got punched.
If I get up.
you know, it really sucks because James' wife is pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Who's
doing
gonna
here?
break that news?
Should be the tribe elder.
You see 5 people just point at their nose like, not it.
Not it. I didn't even know what happened.
I'm even there.
So yeah, where do you guys want to start putting your traps down? What is your plan of action?
Guys, I suggest checking to see what we're working with here. Instead of putting a bunch of traps and not knowing, we should approach the water, in my opinion, and see what's in the vicinity, what's getting called here, and then we can arrange the traps accordingly.
Agree.
I agree.
All right.
As you
I
get
want to
closer,
roll a perception. Like I want to see like
I want to
I want to perceive.
it would be a survival because you're, it would be a survival because you're looking at the area to try and discern like what animals are around. You're looking for footprints. I'd even give it if you are better at nature, I'd give that a roll too. And if anybody's helping, role play out how you guys are helping each other, and I'll give you advantage on the roll.
Okay, because I know we're at the edge, and I was figuring we're gonna walk through this like 6-foot tall grass.
Yeah.
So-
Move up your tokens. Don't worry about the trap token. That's not there. That doesn't exist at the
Okay.
moment.
I will go ahead and roll survive. Is there advantage to that at all? Because you were mentioning something that we're all like helping each other at it.
Yeah, if you want to role play that out, how you guys are helping, then you get advantage because you are helping each other. Like it
Okay.
is just a role play opportunity that I'm opening up for you guys. Like either way, you're going to get advantage because they are assisting. But if you want to role play, you can. If not, you don't have to. It's however involved you would like the game to be. Role play, do it, be in character, be the leader.
Ovo is not that great at nature, but she does have a 1, so she's definitely going to be keeping her eyes over the general area. I don't know if she'll look down at the ground or look for footprints or stuff.
Guys, I suggest we approach this in a certain type of formation. So we got all of our corners. If you notice anything at all, just make a sound, please. We don't know what we're dealing with here, and we don't know what's nearby. So I want us to be the top of our game. All right.
You got it, Sanji.
Can
All
do.
right. So I'll go ahead and I'll roll survival.
At advantage. I mean, if you want to do it at advantage, there's only 2 numbers higher than you can get with that.
I mean, I'll roll it just to see what happens, but I mean, I'm probably gonna stick with it.
I mean, that's the benefit of advantage. I can speak.
So I click advantage
I
at
know
the top.
words.
Yep.
Or you can just re-roll survival,
Okay.
like you did the first time.
Okay, let me go back to normal.
So
Yana rolled
21.
first.
You do notice that there are footprints coming into and out of the area. Let me get my pont brush. So like you do notice like there are some footsteps that usually like they're coming in this way and then they're leaving this way. Put toes.
Okay.
Okay, so they're sticking to the bigger groups of the bigger groupings of grass.
Yeah. The herbivores are doing their best to use the grass to hide themselves as they approach. And when they approach, they do not go in a big, wide open area. They do their best to stick around
she's
a
right here.
place that is naturally guarded. So yeah, where are
'Cause-
you guys going to end up placing the
Some of the traps.
the traps?
You said we see footprints. Is there a specific animal or a specific size of the footprints? I forgot.
It is a mix of the Pachycephalosaurus and which, hold on, give me like 1 second. I need to look up what name they are in game.
Okay, no, you're good. I'm gonna look it up on Google so I can see.
So yeah, there are aquas, there are boneheads, and there are sandbags.
Okay,
Did you just say sandbags?
Sandbags.
Like sand and then back, like backpack,
Back.
sand back.
I thought you said sandbag.
No,
Like
sand
what?
back.
We got sandbags. Woo! Where
They
are
hang
the
so low that
pictures?
they drag across this desert sands.
Okay, so you said
And
you
yeah,
have
like the sandbacks is what's really interesting because usually they just go across the
sandbags.
desert. It is much easier for them to go across the desert than to go around it, and they're choosing to go around it. Sanji, you would know that just because of your expertise and whatnot.
Okay.
And now there's like definitive evidence, and it is something that is unsettling.
They should not be here. I want to continue to approach with caution.
I'm following behind Sanji and slightly to the right, so I'm keeping my eyes open.
I'll be slightly to the left,
Yeah, because
and
we're
then
trying to
just
get
a
a
little bit further behind.
So, yeah, as you guys get closer to the water, you do actually see a lone bonehead, or at least you think it's a lone. You're not sure, but it does seem to be an adult. So it's not. It's also not like a weak adult either. It seems fairly healthy, and given its like bright coloration and everything, you're pretty sure it's a male.
I see that. I'm like, which season is it again?
It's drying out. Like it's going into the dry season. It's one of the reasons why you're moving up.
Oh,
So you said what we see is probably just a lone bonehead.
Bonehead male. It wouldn't be close to their rut season, would it?
It's a good question.
Roll a nature check.
I'm just going to roll a d20 because I don't know how to put it down as a nature check.
You know that it's not their rutting season. Like when everything dries out, they usually like they're moving just like everybody else. Like they might be like their females might be pregnant, but it's not time for them to lay their eggs, and nor is it rutting season either.
Okay, so it's after the rut. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because my character would think, oh shit, it's still brightly colored. Wait, okay, no, we're good.
We're safe.
At least for the moment.
Yeah, please.
Theoretically.
For the moment.
I mean, it is
Advertently
completely
hostile.
distracted. If you guys wanted to, if you wanted to try to go after that one, you could.
How do we feel weapon wise? What I didn't see what weapons you have.
I have a great club and a short bow.
Attack.
I probably got the same setup. Club and a short bow.
Yeah, I essentially gave pretty much everybody the same kit. Just
We
because
can do a thing. How confident do you guys feel about sneaking up?
I feel like there's
I mean, I'm gonna do well, let me do that first, actually. I wanna get a better understanding again of like the surrounding just to double check that it's alone. Or see if I can detect if there's any part of like a
Okay.
pack.
go ahead and roll a nature check for me. Or
Okay.
which one is higher
May I
for you,
offer my
nature or
assistance and give
survival?
her advantage.
Ovo's asking if they can offer assistance to, for an advantage. Because I probably would. I will say I would say that out loud. I'd be like, give it a second. Let's see if there's anything close.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna just run in there wild.
If you rally everybody up and say, hey, let's take a moment and check out our surroundings to make sure it's alone.
Okay.
And you feel confident enough, yeah, go ahead and roll for advantage to see what kind of information, what other information you guys can discern as a group.
Yep.
Yeah, this is like it's alone.
All right, guys. This creature's alone. I think we might have a good chance if we want to bring it down. How confident and comfortable do you feel about going in right now?
I feel like there's a lot of area for it to get away, though. It's a very big open space. Is there any way we could potentially get somebody at least on one other side, so two sides are covered and you can't get over the rock?
That's a smart idea.
Moto, where would you like about surrounding?
I believe it'd be our best option. I agree with the group.
How tall is this rock formation?
It's so if the tall grass is 7 foot, the rock cliff itself, like it is a very climbable surface.
Okay.
But
I'm wondering if someone
uh,
should take a high ground, but I don't
yeah.
know.
The top of it is about 35 to 40 feet tall,
Okay.
and you would be able to climb that like with ease.
It's climbable, but it's tall.
Okay.
I mean, if we try to close it in with its back against the water, there's 3 of us, we can just pinch it in.
A pincer attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be our best option.
Okay.
Okay.
Getting dragged away for food.
So that way we ain't gotta worry as much about it trying to dash into the tall grass and out of sight. And if it does, there's 2 of us on either side that can either close in or get some shots off.
I'd feel better with all of us on the ground instead of somebody up top too.
I'm assuming that you guys are going to try and do the position yourselves stealthily.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, and I need stealth checks from everybody, and then put yourself in position. And from where you are to where you want to be, do you want to lay down any traps along the way?
Why is my stealth so ass and I have a 5? Moto, please. I'm just clunky.
Cheesy Pete's.
Oh yeah.
So,
Moto can get a sneak attack, maybe.
how I want to work this. So Sanji is able to move 5 feet stealthily.
Okay.
Avoko,
From my current location?
Yeah, from your current location. Avoko, as soon as you start moving, you're making way too much noise and you get kind of scared. So you just stop. And Mota, you are able to move your full distance silently.
Where would that put me at?
Where did you need to be? Like where
I
were
would like to think, since we just kind of have like this kind of communication, I would hope, it's like, oh no, she can't move. She's stopping. This is as far as I can go. And I'm just signaling, just go, like quietly, just pointing, just go, go, go. Since you're the only one that's like not being found out. So
Yeah,
I'm
not
saying go
making
the furthest you can.
That looks about right for my distance.
And I forgot to move mine. Is it just one square?
One square.
Yeah, one square.
Now one square this way.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll stealth checks for me again. Okay, Avoko, you are able to move. You gain the confidence enough to at least move 5 feet in the direction that Sanji wanted you to be positioned in, but it's still very slow for you. This may not necessarily be like hunting may not be your thing. You don't know yet.
I have no idea, but it looks like it's not.
Sanji, you are able to move 10 feet through the tall grass into position.
Okay. Does it count diagonal? I think. Okay.
Yeah. And Moto, you rolled 8. You are able to move 5 feet.
Well, there we go.
And we are going to go ahead and are you almost in position?
I wanted to try to be down here where the X is. I seem to be not doing that.
At this rate, you might.
Yeah.
20 in the next 30 minutes, maybe. Jeez.
Because I was thinking somewhere around in this area so that it won't have a chance to run away. It'll kind of be pinned against the water.
Okay.
That's what I was hoping for, but I don't know if that's happening.
That's feasible at this moment.
Yeah. Let's debate on one more, maybe.
Yep.
And if
we do,
I can tell that we're not getting anywhere, I'll do something about it.
Okay. So yeah, one more, because with skill checks like this, I like to give 3 chances to get to, because I mean, you guys planned it out, so it's like 3 chances to get to where you need to be. And because I mean, you guys do know how to move around stealthily. I'm not going to have you guys like mysteriously break a twig in a grassland that is clearly full of grass.
You
Like-
ate too many burritos and you ripped that.
Yeah. Stinking Cloud was a spell you didn't know you could cast until today. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll stealth one more time from everybody and see how far you guys get. Nice.
Oh my goodness.
So both Sanji and Avoko get to move their full
Full speed?
distance. Yep, full speed. And Mota, you have moved up so fast. You look around and you're a little confused because you don't see Sanji where you thought that she was supposed to be at first, but then you see her and Avoko moving around. But because of the time that you spent looking around, you now don't feel confident enough to move forward.
So when you say
Yeah.
full, like we can put ourselves into the position.
Your speed is up here.
Speed.
Yep, and you can move 30 feet.
We have a decent closeness, not as close as I wanted, but we're gonna work with what we have.
Okay,
you're telling
so this would be considered a surprise round. What would
Okay.
you like to do? Do you want to throw? Do you have a javelin? Do you have a bow? I have no
I
idea.
have a spear and I have a longbow.
Okay, you can use both. Are all 3 of you attacking at the same time?
I feel like that would be the best idea.
Agreed.
Probably seeing the map, I would think Mota, I mean, or they can see each other, Mota and Ovo at least, because they're not too far away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
So-
actually have, like, the grass between them isn't that tall. They pretty much have
Okay.
a clear line of sight between the 2 of them.
And I'm closer to Mota than
Ovo.
Ovo
Ovo.
is, so I can, yeah, this is a good place to
The triangle formation.
signal and be like, I'll bring out, you said I could use both?
No, just you
No.
can choose one or the other.
Yeah.
And I'm also giving you guys the option to attack at the same time because you are coordinating.
I will pull out my longbow and look over to Mota's direction and nod and be like pointing, like let's do it. This is as close as we're gonna get.
Quick surprise
A
attack.
nod in acknowledgement.
You nod and what?
An acknowledgement.
I also nod and raise my bow at the ready.
All right.
All right.
So Sanji gives the mark, and you guys all loose your arrows at the same time, and they whistle through the air. I need attack rolls from all 3 of you.
Oh shit.
Wrong one.
Did you say wrong one?
Yeah, he did damage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I need the AC. I need you to break the AC first. All of your arrows sail through the air, and one of them hits the ground in front of the beast, and he looks and he bends down, and one of the arrows bounces off of the top of the bony head plate on top of this beast, and he starts to charge.
Good.
No.
I have a spear
I need initiatives, everybody.
right there.
Okay.
Sorry, my finger was like all up in your face.
I was like, it's there. It's somewhere there.
Did I do it right? Because it said you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Okay,
to
hold on. Let me
click
see if
your-
I can.
You have to click your token and then roll for initiative.
Let me see.
Token.
I see.
There you
What
go.
is your person on the map? Your token on the
My
map?
token.
And then.
I'm like, I have an existence.
Oh no, my initiative disappeared.
Yeah, no, could you roll that again? I'm so sorry.
Can I roll till I get an 18? No,
That 4.
no, I got an 18. This isn't fair. Oh wait, I can change it.
Yeah, no,
put
if
it
you could
back.
change it, that's great. Okay, we'll do 16. Mota, I need an initiative from you.
You're trying to figure it out right now.
Here, let's just roll a d20. Let's see what we get.
Okay,
Nice.
and then add your whatchamaffucket?
My whatchamaffucket?
Yeah.
Eh,
Dex mod.
+2.
So 21 would be your initiative. Okay, there we go. We got it. All right.
Yes.
The bonehead notices Ova and starts to charge. Like
Oh,
he
no.
is going to be actively running forward. Mota, you got a 20. What would you like to do? It is your turn.
Probably try to get another shot off as he's charging towards.
Okay, go for it. What do you need to add to that 10?
So it's +2. It's a 12.
A 12? That does not hit.
It's okay. I'm next.
Nope. Sanji, you watch Mota loose another arrow in the direction of this bonehead.
Okay.
In Ovco, you asked how much movement you have. The answer is not enough.
I'll move forward on an attempting throw of my spear.
Yeah, you can do that. You can run
Try to
forward
get some extra momentum in.
and throw your spear.
Because I would think it would help my spear throw in case my spear throw is bad.
Get a little bit of extra power in there.
How far up?
You have a full 30 feet of movement.
I was going to say, you could run into the thing if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Body slam it and hit it with a club.
You could if you wanted to.
Oh my god.
Flip
These
the
are
shoulder and
options.
take it into the lake with you.
Honestly, body slam.
He's huge. Aim for the ankles, not
And for the ankles. Yeah.
Spearing in the leg.
Spearing it in the leg. Yeah. Injuring it in the leg would be the best choice.
quarters. The main
Club it
sport.
in the
Yeah,
ankle
yeah.
so it trips.
I'm going to shoot my shot.
Do it.
I'm going to see that. Panic for Ovo, and I just run forward with my spear, aim for that nice little point in the hind quarter leg so I can just injure it badly and
Get the big juicy leg meat.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spear one-handed, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna move I guess like about here.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be all right, because he's gonna keep going down this way, correct? So I'm
As
gonna
far as you can tell, yeah. As you are running, you're trying to figure out if you want to hit it in the chest, but maybe you might hit the shoulder blade and maybe the haunches. The haunches would be good, but you are thinking so much on where you want to hit it that when you throw it, it lands short and doesn't hit the animal. Okay, so and it's the bonehead's turn. The bonehead definitely notices, stops the charge, and goes for a headbutt attack on Sanji.
question. Do I have any way to in that moment to defend myself because I knew I messed up?
Well, you have your AC. What is your
Okay.
AC?
Pray to God.
12.
My armor class?
Yeah.
14.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the creature turns around and tries to come at you. Like his head is still lowered from the charge, and the beast underestimates how slick the ground is next to the water. And as he tries to headbutt you, you easily step out of the way as he misses the attack.
Does he fall?
No. Ovo,
Yeah,
it
we
is
don't
your
get that
turn.
I would like to move closer to try to flank Sanji to offer support. And how far can I run before I can shoot my bow again?
You have 30 feet of movement per round.
Okay, I'd like to move. I'm gonna stand with my ankles in the water and see if I can shoot the thing with my short bow again.
Yeah, go for it.
11.
So you step up and you're kind of just like the beast had done. The water on the ground seemed to be a little bit too squishy, and as you try to steady yourself and dig your heels into the ground, the moment that you had released, your foot slipped just enough that you had missed the creature.
I did not hit Sanji, did I?
No, you didn't hit Sanji.
I was like, don't say anything. I'm like, dear God, don't let that arrow come.
No, you didn't hit Sanji. That would only happen if you rolled a 1. If you rolled 1 rather than
I'd take an
2
arrow to the knee and I would
ones.
look back at you and just be like, why?
But I'm still on my feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're still on your feet.
Be like that scene from Ace Ventura when he gets the arrows in his leg.
Yeah.
Just
Darts.
All right, Mota, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to try and get closer, but more towards the left of everybody.
So you want to go what, like
Let's see.
5, 10,
Yep.
15, 20, 25, 30, like, oh, right here?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Perfect.
okay.
One more shot. Oh wow!
So,
Looking for herbs.
Those goju berries and water are looking very delicious tonight.
oh yeah. Grind up them chicory seeds and make healthy bread. So yeah, Mota, you loosed your arrow, and did you shoot it with an arrow again, or what did you use?
Yeah, I used
Yeah,
another arrow. It bounced off of his big toe.
Or his
Or its
bony
helmet
head? You hear it go through the grass and as it clunks off of the top of the bony plated skull. All right, Sanji, you are up, and you are in the thick of it with this thing.
Get him the balls.
I mean, could I?
I don't think so.
They have a
passed me.
cloaca, so
Club it in the cloaca.
yeah, club it in the cloaca.
Grab his cloaca and twist it.
Listen, no, I'm not touching it. Listen. Listen, if it ran past me and I just olayed that clucker, like I'm gonna grab my great club and I undercut it though and hit it in the cloak.
Oh, let's go. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Is that even gonna work? Like, I don't know the thing of this
The
creature.
anatomy?
Well, my character would. So does my character know if that'll work?
It might. It just depends on how good your swing is.
Oh, let's
Swing
see.
with all of your might.
How hard do you hit him?
I really want you to roll a
do you
20.
like-
I want you to roll a nat 20 so bad.
That would have been hilarious.
Do I want to risk hitting it there or go for the legs? Wait, no, I don't know how this creature works. I don't know if me hitting it with the club in the legs would necessarily knock it over.
Golf swing it. Freaking Mark McGuire that shit.
Ball swinging.
Yeah, just go for it. Fucking bludgeon the shit out of it.
No.
Or at least try to. No, like you swing your club and it kind of parries it with its shoulder, making it glance away from its body. It's experienced at fighting, which is very interesting. Let's see. Now it is its turn.
Maybe we should have
And
tried to tame this one.
it's going to try and do another headbutt. Does a 16 hit?
Over 14, yeah.
Okay. The beast squares up with you and just square in the rib cage at your solar plexus. It thrusts itself forward. And even though you're holding your club up to try and defend yourself, the push is so strong that it still kind of knocks a little bit of the wind out of you. And you end up taking 7 damage. You're at 5 health.
You can take one more hit.
Well, maybe. It depends.
Yeah.
I can take no hits. Look at me, I'm an 8.
So
You have 8?
I'm a squish.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Squishy.
You have. Yeah, I have 8 as well. You're lucky with that 12.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one of the reasons why she's a leader. Like, she's buff. She's lived long enough to acquire enough wisdom to gain a class.
Right.
So,
Have fun.
let's see. The bonehead went. It is now Ovo's turn.
I want to go in and get Sanji, but that's not safe right now because that thing is enraged.
I mean, it's not enraged. It's just fighting back.
Enraged. It's fighting back. That's what I mean.
It's
on the
very
defensive, is what I mean.
lethal.
Starting to get a little mad.
It's very reasonable. I'm getting slight cowardice from Ovo, so I feel like she's not gonna move, but she's gonna try to shoot it again with a short bow.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
Shabonk bonk.
That was almost a 1. I saw the dice. It scared me.
It was almost the 1, and that also.
And I would have gotten shot.
Yeah, I know. Good lord, like.
Like, roll it again. But I mean, we're gonna go with the 11. But roll it again. Are you only getting 11s?
Play the number in the lotto.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the 11, but I want to check this.
Okay.
If you get another 11,
It's got 20 on
we got a
HBO.
problem.
Oh my gosh,
Damn.
why couldn't it be that one?
I'm so
Ugh,
angry.
so angry.
Yeah, no, we're going with the 11. For
You're watching Sanji just get the wind knocked out of her. You think you might have even heard a rib crack. You're not sure. And it kind of takes a lot for you to steel your courage in this moment as you knock another arrow and loose it towards this beast. But again, it just falls short. Mota, it is your turn.
I'm gonna do like Sanji, and I'm gonna try and come over and like fucking Maguire it in the fucking leg.
Okay.
Okay,
So
better.
you move forward.
Yes.
All right. Batter up. Yeah,
Maybe I should have
Sanji, you
been.
see Moto run out of the grass with his club heaved and nothing. He comes down and whiffs it. The dinosaur moves out of the way, almost like he's expecting the attack.
Okay.
Maybe I should have been on the team to find the fucking. I should have been with the team to find the fucking herbs.
They didn't fare much better.
Actually, yeah, they're running for their lives right now.
Yeah, they are running for
See,
their lives right now.
apparently, utility roles are what I'm good at.
That's great, but we're kind of needing Dex right now and stealth.
Yeah. Sanji?
And this
At
is
this
the
point, I need
story of
something
how the
pointy.
party dies.
I'm not gonna bludgeon it. I need pointy. What are the weak spots?
Definitely not its head. You know, like the throat, up underneath the arms is usually soft. These creatures,
a good
like
bet.
face forward, are always kind of tanky because, like, you've got the sternum and the rib cage right there. You might be able to get your rib caught in the rib cage, but you're not sure. Like, you might be able to cut its throat, but you're not sure.
Because I'm looking to use the spear, so I'm thinking I want to stab it in a decent spot of its a weak link.
Yeah, like you might be able to jab it, like, not at the shoulder, but like a little bit in front of the shoulder, where like the gap where the collarbone is, where you can just like go into the rib cage,
Okay.
like without going through the rib cage.
I want to two-hand my
Bleeding
spear.
damage is bleeding damage.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna two-hand my spear since I'm heaving, just looking down, heaving. I'm like, ooh, my spear.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Your eyes widen as you notice your javelin on the ground, and you feel a little bit of hope over all of the pain. Gripping it with both hands, white knuckling it, you thrust it forward and roll the damage. Roll to see if you do it. Let's go. Oh, for fuck's sake, no.
what is going on?
Pick different
What is with
colors,
our
guys.
attack
These
rolls
colors are
today?
curse.
Only our attack rolls are crap right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So you thrust your spear forward, knowing exactly where you want it to go. But the dinosaur, again, is just too dexterous and ducks right underneath your thrust. And as it ducks, it positions itself pretty perfectly for another headbutt.
Basically.
Oh, does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we don't know that yet, okay? 6 damage.
I'm laying on the ground.
So yeah, both of you watch Sanji get headbutt again, and she falls. Yep. So now we're going to go into death roll mechanics. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
This bastard hurts.
It does.
Weird.
Okay. So the bonehead went. Ovo, it is your turn.
I'm freaking out a little bit because Sanji's down.
Well,
I'm gonna run over here and see if I can shoot closer, like to the area of his belly with my short bow.
Okay.
Maybe draw his attention away from Sanji.
Okay. So you watch Sanji fall, and some primal desperation gets sparked in you, and you know that you need to move if anything is going to happen. Maybe because of the attention being on both Moto and Sanji, you might be able to get a soft spot. And as you run to a different position and you're knocking your arrow, you hear it whistle through the air. And for the first time, purchase, you hit it. Roll for damage. Yeah, 4 damage. And the beast cries out, "Rah!" as it gets hit. Its attention is turned now. But Mota, you are up.
Mota, it has an ouch.
It does. It
has
does
an
have an
ouch.
ouch. It has its very first ouch.
The only course of action I can think of is to be to be the focal point. If I'm the focal point, that means Ova can get some damage in because apparently I'm just whiffing.
The water is always an option. Try and push it into the water.
Could Wooch and Kajek put yourselves on the map right about here, please?
Uh-oh.
They went northwest, didn't they?
Well, they didn't know what direction they ran in.
Yeah, we were kind of running.
Yeah, they were just kind of running.
They're
Put
going this way.
yourselves-
We're doing so bad.
Here.
We had to summon help.
That is
By
not
accident.
true. That's
The
not
creature
true.
screamed. Maybe they heard it?
That's true.
If you were
Well,
in
fine. If
danger
you guys
already,
want to
run
start
towards
way the
something
fuck over
in danger.
there.
Well,
But,
The thing is,
I didn't see where you clicked. That I
probably would
was
tell the difference between
Oh,
pain
yeah,
and
no, like
attack.
closer
So
over
it
over here.
okay.
cried out in
Like, 'cause,
pain.
yeah, you guys are running, and you guys are running. Oh, let me get my.
Oh my God, move the
paintbrush
turtle.
out. You
Just
guys
I was
are
gonna say,
coming
keep in
from
mind,
this
we are
direction.
also proactively running away from something.
Yeah,
Something
now we're
that could
running
potentially
towards
steal
something.
this kill from us.
And away.
But yeah, no. Did you do something, Mota? Did you roll? No,
I
you
was
didn't
gonna
roll yet.
ask. The bonehead is facing towards Ova right now, right?
Right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna crack it upside the side of the head
Go
with
for
my
it.
club.
Holy
Oh, and that's
Oh,
20.
shit. Okay, so do you want? I like exploding
unlucky.
20s, but
You like
we
exploding
do.
20s?
I like exploding 20s. I like 3 5 20s because I feel like it gives it makes the D20 special. Now, with that being said, you have an option. You can choose to go that route, or I can pick from the crit deck.
I like the idea of the crit deck right now.
The crit deck? Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Critical hit deck for
Very
players.
sorry, I have to-
It was bludgeoning, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, something slipped. Maximum damage and the target's AC is reduced by 2d4 until the end of its next turn. So, maximum damage. So, a d8 plus your strength mod times 2 is what max damage is, right?
Oh,
Yes.
I don't have a strength modifier.
Okay.
So a D8 times 2.
So 16 points of damage.
Ooh.
And his
I hate this.
AC is reduced. What was that? 2d4. Do you want to roll that or do you want me to roll that?
You'll probably have better luck.
Well, better luck as a DM means that I get 2 1s.
so who wants to do it?
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
I did not!
I'm calling bullshit.
Why aren't you playing the lotto?
I don't know. I should.
She literally just says DM luck with me.
I can hear the entire thing.
Oh yeah, you took it with you. She got 2-1.
You're gonna still be here in game.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's still easier to hit though. Like GG. Okay, so yeah, like you
It took-
raise up your
took it from
club
what?
and you narrow your sight. Your hands it feels so right. You connect with this creature. You can feel the skull crack a little bit underneath the force of your swing as his head gets knocked completely away from Sanji and it stumbles around a little bit, disoriented, as you smack this thing for maximum damage. Sanji, I need you to give us a death saving throw roll.
Mark McGuire would be proud.
I see his. Oh.
All right, so that is 1 failed death save.
What do I have to get to be okay?
A 10 or below, it is considered fail. If it is 11 or higher, it is considered a success. If it is a
Okay.
20, it is a double success. If it is a 1, it is a double failure. If you
Okay.
fail 3 times in a row, you die.
Does anybody have anything, dear God?
I mean, we got chicory.
We got the painkiller seeds, yo.
Got chicory, and I got water. Just
All right. Wooch and Q-Jack, can you please roll your initiatives for me?
As soon as I
Please.
find out what
Just in
button
case their initiative is higher than the bonehead.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh, God. Okay. Right. So the bonehead, after having its senses knocked 7 ways to Sunday, it turns to Mota, bends down and steps forward with a harsh headbutt. Does a 16 hit you, Mota?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
And this is how the entire party dies.
Yep.
That's not true.
I had a feeling
5.
the DM was going for TPK today.
Oh, wait. I forgot to add that.
Can everybody see that I changed the initiative over to 1 for Wooch?
For me,
I
it shows
see.
as 1.
Okay, sick. I just wanted to make sure it worked.
I don't even see. Oh, there it is. It just changed. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it and I changed it. I mean, it's there. Okay, so what is it? 5? And so Mota, you are taking 9 points of damage.
It's like,
All right.
I gave as good as I got.
Ovo, it is your turn. Honestly, if you guys would roll just a little bit better, okay?
Right?
Just
Like,
roll
man,
better.
if I
Just
actually
do
my dice.
better. Okay,
I
guys?
just want to roll my real dice.
Just do better.
Just
If I
let
don't
me
even
just
do
let me
better,
roll my
just my
googly eye dice.
I've changed dice color on Roll20. If the dice are not rolling in my favor, I've changed color.
Ovo, terrified and screaming, grabs out her great club and runs in, swinging at the bonehead's ankles to try and take off its feet, where the Achilles tendon would be in a human.
Okay, go ahead and roll for the attack. You try to, but it's got some seriously fancy footwork, and it doesn't quite connect the way you thought it would.
Welp.
For being a dumb animal,
It has the footwork of an NBA player, tell you what.
Listen.
no, not even an NBA player. It has the footwork of a freaking ballerina.
Yeah, ballet player on crack.
Breaking people's ankles
Yeah.
over here.
All right. So Wooch and Q-Jack, you've been running for your life, and
Is it still chasing us? Like, are we aware?
you have no idea. Do you want to stop and check right now? Because you have
No.
essentially, like, from the distance, you two saw the top of the rocks to the water hole, and you knew that that was the direction that you should go in, because at least then you would have a source of water, maybe a place to defend yourself if you still are being chased. Like, that was the logical decision for you guys to start running in that direction once you got oriented to it. And you're running, and as you're approaching, you see Sanji fall. You hear the club smack against something. You're not sure what it is yet, but you hear a fight going on. Like, and you know it's a large dinosaur. You're not sure what it is yet, just because of everything that is going on, and everything's kind of chaotic. And Ova just rushed in to club at the animal as well, and it doesn't necessarily seem like it's too hurt. What do you guys do?
Well, I figured looking at the map, we don't have the best line of sight because of the tall grass.
Well, you saw me fall.
Yeah, I know,
Like, I was-
but
like,
we
you-
can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
like
think
that-
it'd be if it's a good idea to run towards the group, knowing that we're being chased. If we're still being chased, we don't know.
Yeah,
what
they
it
saw
is.
Mota fall, not Sanji.
Oh, you're right.
I
Yeah,
think
Sanji
we're.
been falling.
I think we're gonna
I
run
thought-
for them, towards them, to see what the like.
I thought
meet up.
Sanji. Hold on. I thought Sanji was doing death saving throws.
I am.
Yeah,
But
that's what I meant.
Mota just got
Just ate it.
-1, right?
No, I'm sitting literally at 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's still standing. Like they saw Sanji fall, and they heard the attack. Like they're hearing the attacks happen right now. So like Q-Jack, you can like that is pretty much a straight line of sight. Like to see Sanji's body. If you would like to reposition yourself, Wooch, to a better place, you're more than welcome to. I just wanted to put you guys kind of like at that distance.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna keep moving towards the rocks. So like this direction.
Are you going to choose to engage in the fight, or
Well,
I
if
mean, you do.
you said I saw Sanji fall, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep going towards the rocks, but like obviously towards Sanji.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try and go up. That way I can try and flank it. Hopefully.
If I
What's
move
up?
forward, I'll have better line of sight of what's going on.
Yeah, and you can move 30 feet. You can also take the dash action and move 60 feet.
Yeah.
If you're choosing to move through water, that is difficult terrain.
Yep. I'm gonna move 30 feet so I can see better.
I'm gonna take the dash.
So I'm gonna get here.
Move up 60.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I can see better of the situation, I think I'm gonna take my my short bow. Am I too close for short bow? What's minimum on short bow? 10 feet?
No,
For
a short
disadvantage?
bow's got like 100.
Yeah, but I
some odd
mean,
feet.
if you're too close, isn't there? What the heck happened?
Oh, yeah. But you're not that close. Like you
Oh.
have to be less. You have to be 5 feet away from it.
Why'd my
5 to 10
character
feet away
go?
from it, or something like that. So yeah, like if you're 1 square away from it, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from here, I see the dino and I pull out my short bow and fire it at the dino.
Let's go. No, this thing is.
I didn't take time to line my shot properly.
The sight of Sanji on the ground is so shocking that it's hard to properly aim. All right, and what are you doing?
I'm still panicked from seeing James pulled away. So
Yeah.
Valid.
James,
You feel-
it's severe.
still in like flight mode.
Speaking of flight mode, what are you doing?
What is that? I'm still stuck.
Wooch, what are you doing?
Whoosh is going whoosh.
Which one? What?
You don't have to hold down the Q button.
I'm not holding anything down right now. Like my hands are off my mouth.
So it's just taking its sweet time.
Yeah, because like you
Like
can.
I backed out of it and like just moved my character token and it's
Still loading.
yeah.
Because you can move your token, hit Q, move your token, and hit Q again. That way it doesn't do all that.
Yeah, because I'm right here.
Okay, so you've used the dash action. Do you want? Well, I don't think you can do anything in your bonus action because you can't.
Dash is bonus, isn't it?
No, only if you're a rogue. Dash is your movement action plus your action.
You know what? Can I try and intimidate it? Just yell at it?
Yeah, I'll give that to you. Absolutely. Try and yell at it and get its attention. Scare it. No.
Insult its mom.
It now knows you're there.
Insult
GG.
mother.
Insult mother included vicious mockery.
What are you gonna do to this thing? It is your turn.
That is a $1 million question, isn't it?
Right. I'm gonna grab Sanji's spear and then hold my action to like if it goes for me again, I'm gonna like try and stab it in the face.
So you're gonna hold your action, so when it attacks you, you're gonna try and parry it?
Yeah. Since I'm sitting at like 1 HP.
Okay.
I'm like right next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of you, Sanji, I need another death saving throw.
Yeah, the look of the dice gods does not translate to additional dice.
Oh my gosh. That's your second failed save, correct?
Yep.
So everybody around Sanji, especially you, Mota, as you grab her spear, you hear her cough and blood kind of bubbles up out of the corner of her mouth. And it is the Bonehead's turn. Woo!
Oh,
Gosh damn it.
Oh crap!
Where's it going?
To Mota. He's the only one that, like, he's... And those two are engaged with each other. Okay.
Sorry. You're
so,
there too, but
I'm there too, but I'm
Ova's there too.
Mota, you had saved your action. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, may Loki be in my favor.
You hit it.
Woo! Yes.
All right. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Which one's the spear?
One-handed or two-handed?
I've got it two-handed.
1d8 piercing.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, I stab it right in the face, right in the soft bit.
So
anyway, I started stabbing.
I started stabbing.
So give me 1 second, because this is either going to be really cool or really not cool. Okay, so the beast lowers itself and squares up with your chest. You are prepared to swing at this thing as hard as you possibly can. And it hits you, and the little knob on the end of its horn turned up just enough to catch your gut through the armor that you're wearing and tears at you. And as you are locked literally in this mortal combat, you swing your club at this beast's face and bludgeon it in the head for 8 points of damage.
Well, no, I was using the
It
spear.
was a spear.
Or the spear, I'm sorry. So you stab it in the face. I'm sorry, everybody's using clubs and spears. The weapon that you have. You pierce it right down into the shoulder. Like it's trapped between the rib cage and the bone, like the rib cage and the scapula and the back.
Oof.
But you do take 9 points of damage from that attack, and your speed is reduced by half until you finish a short rest.
Well, I'm going to be making death saving throws next.
And yeah, like that, the beastie is not looking that great either. It looks haggard. Ovo, you're looking at this creature. He's got a spear stuck in his back. He's bleeding from his nose. There's probably a lot of internal damage from getting beaten with clubs. It's not really
The
limping.
meat is nice and tenderized.
It is. Like, you can tell that this creature is hurt. Same with anybody who can see it can gather these details from their vantage points.
I'm
And
not sure if I can see it yet.
it is the Bonehead's turn, and
Wait, Mota just went, right?
Did Mota or no? He
that was the bonehead
holding
that just went, and Mota
was held his
Yeah.
action.
Oh,
counter
right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you then. So I thought, I'm
Yep.
like, wait, me?
Yeah, the Bonehead went. So it is now Ovo's turn.
Ova wants to try finishing it off so she can help her friends. She's super peeved that they're both hurt, and she just wants to bludgeon that thing upside the head with her own great club.
Go for it. Let's go. Let's do it. Swing
Stop
and hit.
breathing!
Yeah. Hit it. Despite all your rage.
Your weak widow wage.
Despite all your rage,
you're
you
still
are
just
just as
ready.
weak as a rat in a cage. Yeah, so
Bite your elbows.
your heart is racing in your chest. You can hear it in your ears just as much as you can feel it pound against your sternum as you raise your club up and swing. And even though this creature looks like it's near death, it has still got its wits enough about him to move out of the way. And Q-Jack, it is now your turn.
I was going to say, we should probably help the people bleeding out, but...
Nothing.
Does anybody have anything?
No.
No.
Nobody went out with anything.
They have chicory.
Yeah, we got chicory.
Yeah, but you
No,
don't know
true.
that they have chicory.
We got
And I don't think
chicory.
exactly
Exactly.
it's gonna help right now.
I want to run over between the water and Sanji, because what I want to do is I want to take some of the
Hickory.
The chicory.
the chicory, like
Chicory
like
dickory dot.
like put it in my mouth to like mash it up, to like make a paste, and water to help stabilize
Sanji.
Sanji.
Okay. So I will play this out as Sanji gets a +1 to her death saving roll the next time she gets to make it.
Okay.
All right, and then Wooch, it is your turn.
I'm close enough. I'm just gonna try and smash.
All right.
Wooch smash.
Wooch smash. I mean, he does smash. He got a wife that's knocked up.
Yeah, that's why I went.
Hmm. I got two.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, these rolls.
Oh my
These rolls
lord.
are awful.
I have a +3.
It's been nonstop.
Fuck.
Unless we're effing around.
Right.
I blame the DM for a setting she changed.
I blame the dinosaur.
I blame the dinosaur.
Our digital Jesus is not happy.
No, he's not. All right, Mota, top of the round.
Oh,
My first death save.
Jeez, make us wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's Mota's first failed save. Sanji,
why
it's
does this bonehead
your
fight
turn,
with
but you get that +1. So fingers crossed.
Roll20 hates us.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like,
What do you mean?
I
Oh,
blame
sure,
the
you're
DM.
having a good time because you're getting all these good
No.
rolls.
Hmm.
So, Q-Jack, as you hurriedly rush over to Sanji's side, you're panic
have
chewing these
anything.
chicory seeds, and you gather up water in your mouth at the same time, and you open up Sanji's throat, and you slowly start feeding the medicine in, and you're stroking her throat, and you feel a cough come back up into your mouth, but then you realize that you were just pushing the air out of her lungs, and she's gone.
Well, damn.
I mean, there are so many other humans. Like, just because
Yeah.
Sanji doesn't mean that you're going to
Dead.
stop playing. This is just the prologue to show you guys how frail humans are, even the really experienced ones. Like, these are the people that you are going to be protecting. Like, and not only that, but I'm having a lot of fun. Like, yeah, throw yourself on the map.
And
Okay.
I guess I'll do one of these for you. Let me click on this.
Yeah, if you could throw
Do
yourself in the
that.
initiative.
Yeah, I've been sitting here listening to this fucking cacophony of nonsense. I've been drinking rum, watching all this happen. Like, damn, that's crazy.
So my totally roasted body. This is
Man's at back at Camp Beacon Realm just listening to the fight.
It's
Damn, that's
yeah,
wild.
yeah, I should.
Well, now we
like,
know how he became elder for staying back and listening.
All right.
Next session, we meet Sanji's twin.
John G.
Jancy.
Donji.
John G.
All right, so the dinosaur is going to try to move away. Everybody is going to get an attack of opportunity on it.
That's alive
I'm gonna miss.
or conscious.
Yeah, that's conscious and can swing. So that would be Wooch, Ovo, and Q-Jack.
Luncheoning? The club is what I use? Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, now it
Why is
wants to
everyone
fucking work.
Oh my god, everybody hit it! Everybody hit it!
Everyone roll damage.
Everybody
Revenge.
roll damage. Oh, and Wooch got
Oh, max damage.
Crit.
so Wooch,
Yeah.
you are using a great club, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, it is crushed hand, quadruple damage, and the target loses use of one of its arms or hands.
I say leg.
Yeah, it loses use of one of its legs, but it's quadruple damage. So go ahead and roll for damage.
It says I have a 1d8 +1 for bludgeoning though on this, so it didn't add the +1.
So it'd be 20.
It'd be Yeah, it'd be 20.
Oh, okay. So like the total that you have would be 20 plus.
No,
It just
so I
looked
did.
weird.
I did. It's 1d8 plus 1 bludgeoning for damage type, right? So
Yeah.
But
It
the plus
didn't-
1 didn't get added.
Yeah,
yeah.
it did. You rolled a 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You rolled
It's
a 3
16.
plus 1.
Yep.
Got 4.
I didn't see
Did
the
16
little.
damage.
Yeah, it's 16.
Yeah, I can scroll over it with my mouse and see the maths.
Yeah.
So how do you guys want to do this as a group?
You know that scene from Shaun of the Dead?
We just coming in and just
Everybody with their
With the queen in the background.
Tell it to me. Like give me the
I don't
scenario.
know,
Tell me
I'm-
how you kill it. Give me the I am
I'm-
watching now. You tell the story. How do
Oh,
you
I was
guys kill
trying-
it?
one leg's gone.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Oh,
pissed
aiming for the
about
legs the
Sanji
entire
dying.
time.
As I see the dino move away, I lunge at it with my club and come down on it from like a jump down attack.
All right.
I was gonna say I'm
I
kind of
hit it in
doing
the
like
torso.
I'm doing a
Because
golf
it's the biggest
swing at its
area I can go
ankle.
for.
I was going to say, if you can, try to go for the spear that I have sticking in its side.
I
was
think
gonna
that's
say-
what happened with Wooch's thing. Like
Yeah,
Wooch
well,
swang and it just imploded the tip of the spear that was already there, like smooshed through the heart and exploded in its chest. With a pained cry, ah, it falls down to the ground and it is dead.
Cool.
Let's
I
go.
quickly go to
Yeah. So anyway, we have dying
Mota.
people.
I'm
Yeah, I need to go to Mota. See if he's
Yeah,
okay.
Make sure he's okay. See if we can patch him up.
I give you some of my chicory seeds.
wait, so who's down? Who's hurt?
Mota is down.
Mota's hurt.
Mota's
Mota's-
hurt.
Sanji's
Mota's
dead.
Mota's hurt. Sanji's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sanji is dead. Mota is dying.
I want to pull off a piece of my, like, piece of scrap of fabric for my clothes, see if I can at least close up the hole.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and
Pressure
roll
on
a
it.
medicine check for me.
Come on, give me something good for once.
Yeah, no, you're
Nice.
able to stabilize him. So he's, definitely in pain. You're slowing the bleeding down. Everything seems okay. And you can also see through the wisps of tall grass the other elder of the group Maka come as he has heard the cries of his people. Just took him a bit to get there. He's old.
He
It's
was
like he's
busy.
old.
Right
It
now,
takes a
I
while.
was crying.
Is Mota still unconscious or conscious and laying on the ground with us tending?
I'd
to
say
him?
he's conscious and laying on the ground. He doesn't want to be responsive, I don't think. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to role play Mota. Like,
He's just sitting there, holding his gut, laid back, like, oh, that fucking sucked. Oh, he's just like,
Yeah,
oh,
again,
that
whatever
fucking
it's been
sucked.
again. Worst drive-through ever.
Is Maka has he reached us or is he still walking up to us?
Yeah, I'd say I get to you all and just look around at the mess like no one ever listens that you can just run away. No, don't listen to the elder.
I'm sorry, but aren't you the one that asked me to go get medicine?
Yes, I did not ask you to fight things today. And I'm usually the first one to tell us when a hunt has gone sour, but I mean, you've successfully hunted, sort of.
yeah, and then you look to Sanji's dead body.
Like, getting too old for this.
I go over to Sanji and just like cover her with if I have a cloak. I don't know what my character is wearing. Like if she has a cloak or not. Use something to cover her, like her face at least.
Okay.
Or her wounds.
And you do successfully like respect the dead as you clean her up as best you can, wrap her up as best you can, or I guess dress her as best you can.
Did Maka bring anybody with him or did he just like run out here by himself?
I just came out here.
Yeah, he just came out by himself.
Okay.
There's an old man in a field.
Yeah, right? It's like, Old guy
An old man in the field, potentially with dangerous dinosaurs.
Maka is old, okay? Like,
Old
He has
man
no-
out in the middle of a wheat field
He has no
where there's
thanks to the,
proactively a black thing just yoinking people. Oh yeah, Maka. By the way, James is no longer with us as well.
Happened to James.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
by the way.
James is dead too.
Like, not only did we lose Sanji, but we also lost James.
No.
I just look down. I'm not making eye contact with anybody. I'm just the depression is setting in now that the adrenaline is starting to kind of like get
Yeah.
into
It
my
was a big
system.
black thing that was scaly.
Well,
Ripped his head
let
off.
us get this hunt back to the camp before anything else descends on us, and let's get Sanji back to camp so that we can put her to rest.
Can you guys do like it's not too big of a task to drag the carcass back to camp as well as the body of Sanji, and by the time that you get back, the sun has started to set. All of the fires are still warm and lit, so if you wanted to use one as a funeral pyre, you are more than welcome to do so. Like, it would not take long to convert it.
I think during this process, I'm also going to tell James's mate what happened as
Ket,
well.
I'll go with you to be
To
by
tell
your
Ket?
side when that happens.
So you two walk in, and all of the wives look at you. Obviously, Valine's face lights up like a Christmas tree as she sees Wooch and beckons him over into her arms as she, wants to hear everything that has happened. Genji, Ibish, and Ket kind of pick up more on the undertone, like the weight that you two walk into the tent with. You guys are not smiling. There is something heavy on your shoulders.
I look at the ground. I don't want I'm not making eye contact with any of them.
Ibesh is the oldest of all of them, and she, motions you over to her lounge. What's wrong, dear?
While harvesting food for us, something came out and took James.
Ket gasps, and the room falls quiet. What do you mean? This is Ket, by the way. I need to figure. Ket is gonna sound like this.
Oh God!
What do you?
You're going to sound like a New Yorker.
James is gone ahead to the next life without us. He was standing watch as we were harvesting and foraging, and got ambushed by a creature that was too fast for us to react to.
Wait, James, did you get his body?
It drugged the body off with. We weren't able to recover it.
And she just starts wailing this heart-wrenching cry that you might only hear one other time, and that is if a mother lost a child. Grief overcomes her immediately, and tears start flowing. Genzi, Ibish, and Valine all get up and get close to Ket. Valine kind of looks over all of the other women's shoulders and gives a nod and kind of, tells the other two to make distance and leave, but also thank you for telling.
With that nod, I'm gonna leave.
Q-Jack, she's also crying, like trying to hold it in, and she also gets up to leave. Before stepping outside, Q-Jack turns and looks at the women before letting the tarp of the tent fall down.
What is everybody else doing?
Ovo is currently trying to look after Mota because she's concerned about him.
Okay, so there's not a lot of room in the med tent. The unfortunate circumstance is that there are beds, but there aren't many. Trying to move
Mota
over.
probably told them to keep him in his own tent to save room for somebody probably more needing.
That would be a call for Maka, because he's the healer. He's the permanent residence in that tent.
Well, I should put it this way: that was what he would suggest and probably want, and try to be like, "No, let me."
I was gonna say it's up to Maka whether or not Mota stays in that tent or not, or stays in his own, depending on how much attention Mota needs.
Or death.
He's near death. I'd probably wait until the end of the night, because I'm like, I will help you on your way to curative. You don't need to be in the sick tent, because you're not sick. You are just beat the fuck up, which is different kind of healing, which I can assist with. But that will be later. For now, it is still daytime. And also, I'm probably preparing Sanji for the death rites.
Is anybody else helping? Does anybody else want to
We'll
help?
do whatever she can. Like, if he needs anything, she's basically got his beck and call because she feels like she's a little bit responsible for it.
I'm gonna give the herbs to Maka, and then I'm gonna try and drag the carcass over into the actual butchering tent.
Okay.
I'll hand over whatever chicory seeds I have to Maka, and deposit whatever wheat I gathered with the rest of the fruits and veggies. Or
I'm gonna try and make a bread, I guess.
I'm gonna
well,
go.
If you're busy butchering, somebody else can make the bread. You guys grabbed 6 pounds of wheat.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you were out there for a long time.
After leaving the wheat, I'm gonna go find any flowers I can in the area of the camp to make a flower crown for Sanji for the funeral.
So yeah, you spend your time doing that. You're looking around, and you can find a bunch of these grassland type flowers, small, but even though the blooms are small, the stems on them are very, very long, and it doesn't take you much effort at all to braid this beautiful crown made out of flowers. And whoosh, since you are down in the butcher's tent, go ahead and roll me a survival check to see how well you dress down this bonehead. Nice. So you are able to procure 57 days worth of meat rations.
I'm also gonna try and do my best to preserve the bones, because apparently that's good for fortunes.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a nature check for me. Okay, whatever. So you're just sitting in the slaughter shop, like the trauma and everything that has just happened. You're just kind of zoning out and dealing with it in your own way, expertly taking the skin off of this animal. You have, you're taking the time to make sure the blade is just at the correct angle to get in between the skin itself and then that thin layer of fascia, and you're making sure to remove that. And as you're taking apart this creature, you're setting aside tendons to make sinew. You're piecing apart what organs would be good to cook now and in a stew maybe for tonight. You're taking care of dressing down this animal so well. You don't need help doing it. But you successfully, like I said, gather 57 days worth of meat rations, and whichever bones you'd like to, make sure that you have, taken the time to peel away all of the stuff that's around the bones. Like, they're pristine when you collect them.
Okay.
And while that is going on, because that's going to take you a minute, what is everybody else doing?
Except for Mota, we all know what Mota's doing.
Trying not to die. You know what? As a matter of fact,
Exactly.
go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Let's see if you knew. I'm just joking. I am joking. I am so joking.
Instantly gets a 1 and it dies for no reason.
No, for no reason.
Gosh.
I presume Well,
Just dies in my sleep.
the day's almost over, so Jisk has probably switched shifts with patrolling with someone.
And Jisk would come to the group with the information that he saw something in the tall grass.
I was thinking, I hear something vibrating. It's your soul. It left.
You could try and set a trap for it if it's trying to prey on something.
Probably preyed on James.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, you guys don't know. You don't know if it's the same one or if it's a different one.
Especially with a fresh kill, we're going to be drawing attention.
Mm-hmm.
And have to be on high alert and do a funeral.
Isn't that usually how that works?
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think this is a really good place to close because I did not prepare for a funeral today. I had no intention of building a funeral map.
You had no intention on killing a character?
I didn't, actually.
Tell that to James.
Yeah, tell that to James.
Yeah, right? You know what? Okay,
Honestly, when James got introduced, I was just like, "Oh yeah, take James with you." I was like, "That boy gonna die."
I
Well,
immediately,
yeah,
I immediately,
It's like literally just then.
I immediately thought of the red shirts from Star Trek that just like instantly die.
Yeah.
That's why I asked if he was wearing a red shirt.
It's like, is he a target?
It's like
A little bit.
You're,
A little
you're
bit.
sending off somebody who has a pregnant wife.
Very sad.
Just met him. Man's gonna die.
Very different.
Ain't that usually about how it goes in like horror movies and shit? The cop is like either a day away from retirement or he's talking about how his pregnant wife.
Yeah.
Look, okay, tropes exist for a reason, and I used it shamelessly.
So
Oh, don't feel
basically,
bad.
someone
I'd
was
probably
paired
do
up
the
with
same
guy-
thing in mine.
Sanji
what
was
did-
paired up with the guy who was destined to die because of his wife being pregnant, and the little girl who was terrified of everything. Great.
Look, I didn't know. I didn't really want Sanji to die, if that makes you feel any better.
The guy,
Like,
the dice gods just said, "Fuck it, you're dying."
The digital dice gods.
Yeah,
Because
Yes.
I have rolled some nice dice in my time.
He didn't like me except for twice.
Until I died, it was like, all right, the odds are in my favor. Everyone roll well. Somebody had to die to get good rolls in this thing.
It was just your turn, I guess.
Yeah, you know, like
Get the noob.
get the noob.
All right.
It's like, perfectly balanced as all things should be.
So that's
20 for everyone.
that's the end of the today's session, correct?
Yes,
At least
it
I'm
is.